All right, what's going on, guys? So wanted to give you guys a quick encouraging update. A lot is going on right now. And if you've been following me and listening to some of the stuff that I've been talking about with regards to what's happening in the world and the current times that we live in, we are in a time for which there is a big battle of good versus evil, but more specifically where a lot of people that have power, influence, money, wealth, this small group of people is trying to influence, indoctrinate, to keep poor and to really dictate the lives of these other people, which are the poor, the middle class, whatever you want to call it. And so I'm not here in this video. If you clicked on this video and you know what the global elite is, you know what the cabal is, I'm not here to convince you that they exist or they versus that they don't and all these arguments. If you clicked on this video, you know as much as I do that there is something going on in the world. You're not sitting there naive thinking, oh, all the good people, all the people with the money, they're just doing their own thing, trying to contribute to the world. There's something more sinister going on, and you can see as evidence of what's happened in the last 10, 20, 30, way back to 30, 50, 60, 70 years with the Federal Reserve, with many banking elites and all these different policies that have turned from the IMF all the way down to the United Nations and all these global groups that are trying to get power and consolidate power. And so that, from a biblical perspective, is what's driving towards the end times and the reign of the Antichrist. But I'm also here to say that we're not there yet. We're in the end times, biblically, spiritually speaking. We're not at the very end, guys. So a lot of people, they have their rapture rug up. They're thinking, oh, Christ is coming soon. I've talked about those things too. There are clues that show that this is not the time yet. And so I'm going to get a lot of flack about that from the religious people, the eschatology theologians and things like that. That's fine. And I can talk more to that as time goes, but I've also talked to that in the past. Not here to argue those things. But what I'm here to say is that the fall of the global elite, the cabal, it's imminent. And the way you can see that is because a lot of these people, they're panicking and they're doing all these last minute ditch efforts to try to get you to think the other way, to get you to not wake up, to stay asleep, to get you to believe a certain narrative. And so whenever things are happening, all these people that are, I don't want to say names, but these people that are in influence of power, and a lot of people, they know the same names that are circulating, but these people are tweeting, they're coming up, doing random interviews, they're even speaking at the World Economic Forum. All these guys are coming out and saying, hey, the enemy is Russia and China. Oh, hey, we should get gun control and ban. We should take action on these things and those things. I got my third and fourth booster shot, and all these different narratives that are out there to get people to think along the lines of them. And if you are even listening to this video, like I've said, you are at a place for which you are either fully awake, you are curious, or you are at a place for which you're like, man, I've got to hear other people's perspectives. And again, I've said before, I'm just a regular dude trying to figure out the truth of what's going on here. I'm a Christian, I'm a brother in Christ, and I'm trying to look at this from a lens for which I have been previously educated, indoctrinated, if you want to say. I've been shown certain things to look at, these entertainment things. Focus on, making a job and a living for yourself. But don't look over here at the quiet things. Don't look at the finances behind these people. Don't look at the movement that's happening in certain political areas. Don't look there. And so you got all these people trying to keep you, what a lot of people say is being asleep. They're trying to get you to look and focus your attention on other things versus on what is really the truth, which is first and foremost the gospel, the Bible, but also with what's going on with the intentions of people, what's actually happening with the decisions people are making. And so people, because they're so confused about even basic moral issues, they're siding with these global elites that want you to take certain things, inject certain things, eat certain things, be angry about certain things, have a certain ideological viewpoint towards a certain agenda or a certain viewpoint, whatever it is that they're pointing at. A lot of people are just hook, line, and sinker following these people. And what I'm here to say, and the mere fact that you're watching this video, is that you're awake, you're curious, and you're trying to figure out how we can respond and what's actually going to happen. I've said before that God has this ultimately, but we're not at the end yet. And what's happening and what's going to happen is that these guys are going to have their ultimate demise, yes, by the hand of God. But in the short term, this is going to happen only for them to have a great time for which a lot of people call the kingdom age before, yes, the end of times and all that happens, but we're in a good place, guys. Yes, it's tough right now. Yes, it's messy, but we have to get through this period for which a lot of people are waking up and understanding, seeing what's going on, only for then for the justice, for the fall to happen, and then for God to really work, allow the gospel to spread and to do miraculous things in this age that we live in, and many more inventions, many more technological advancements, many more things that are really good is going to happen in this time before later on Christ comes again. So I'm not here to say that we have thousands of years or whatever it is. We have some time, but again, I'm not saying that he's coming next week and next month and next year, whatever it is. So please take that rapture rug, roll it up and put it away, because good things are coming. And just because you're looking at the small details and thinking, oh, there's no justice, oh, there's no hand of God, there's nothing going on right now, I'm here to tell you, and that's why a lot of people are speaking prophetically. A lot of people are coming out, regular guys like you and me. We're not here like some crazy alt-right like conspiracy theorist out of a nuclear bunker with this doomsday prep scenario trying to like convince you to be weird about stuff. We're normal guys that a lot of people are stepping up and saying, enough is enough. We need to look at what's going on around us, wake up to the agenda of not only the devil, Satan, but also how it's working through the people that are elected, through the people that have power, through the people that have influence, whatever it is. And there are these sly techniques that are happening right now that a lot of people are just falling for and you can't see through. So this is what's happening with regards to the Great Awakening. But I'm also here to encourage you to say, man, their fall is imminent. There's a lot of good guys. There's a lot of people. There's a lot of movements. And this, if anything, and every kind of movement is happening right now, whether it's a digital patriot movement, whether it's the MAGA movement, whether it's the Q movement, whether it's this renewed effort on revival and this church movement, whatever it is, it's all leading to the same thing of, man, I want to figure out what's actually going on. I want to see the truth for myself as much as possible. And then I want to think for myself. I don't want the mainstream media. I don't want all these people that have an opinion to tell me what to think. I want to think on my own. And so that's why even the mere fact that you're watching this video indicates to me that, man, I'm open, I'm curious, and I want to figure this out. And we may not understand everything, but you can be in a place for which you can research, ask the Lord for discernment, for knowledge, for wisdom. And then you can be in a place for which because we're all at different stages, right? We all have different amounts of information. Some of us have been awakened longer. Some just woke up last week. And we're trying to figure this out each to their own, at their pace and their ability to be able to digest things. And so we're in a good time, guys. More is coming. More people are waking up. More people are seeing the schemes of the enemy. And so you have to be in a place for which you can receive the truth. And so I'm telling you right now, stop thinking the negative, the pessimistic outlook. There's a lot of good things to come. And you're seeing that by the mere fact that these people are panicking. They're desperate to do certain things. They're doing last-ditch efforts. But then you also have more things. You have the Durham stuff, of course, I've said, but you have all these different people, movements. You have people that are trying to get others to understand the knowledge and the awareness, but also tangible things that are happening behind the scenes. And I've said before, but all these things are going to happen in a short amount of time. It's coming to a head, guys. So be encouraged, guys. Love you guys. Talk to you guys very soon.